Greetings, everyone. Welcome to week 6 of Preventive and Therapeutic. And just want to congratulate you for making it this far. So we're in week 6. Week 7 will be the midterm, and will be comprehensive. So from week 1 up to this point, up until next week, all information it will be on the midterm. So this week we're going to talk about environmental considerations as well as protective equipment. And you have 2 modules in McGraw-Hill that you will complete this week. So govern yourself accordingly. Don't wait until the last minute. Each module will probably take you about 45 minutes a piece to cover. So, but nonetheless, environmental concerns and protective equipment. So environmental concerns. So as an athletic trainer, or whether you're an AD or some type of administrator or coach, whatever your field is, you're going to have to consider the environment. So we oftentimes hear about heat illnesses, especially in the months of in the summer months, the warmer months. We hear about heat illness. And so that's the one that's always that typically comes to mind when we start to think about environmental concerns. But we also got to be concerned about the cold, and we also have to be concerned about surfaces as well. So if the playing surfaces aren't maintained, then that can be an environmental concern. If there are things that are impeding on the surface, then those are also environmental concerns. So some things to be considered no matter what. So if it's a football field and there are, holes, potholes in the, on the turf, then that can be problematic. If the grass is too high, that can be problematic. If the field turf hasn't been sanitized, that can be problematic, especially during these times. So so various things that need to be considered, and and we need to think about how we manage those types of things. So environmental concerns, are just that. So we want to make sure that the stands are in the right place, that we have crowd control, et cetera, et cetera. So, but the general environmental concerns, have to deal with the weather. So, lightning, we need to know what those guidelines are with concerns with regard to lightning, flash to bang ratio, and when do we call off, a game, an outdoor, event due to lightning and thunderstorms. When is it too hot to practice, or when is it too cold to practice or play? And so those things, we should know and definitely take into consideration. So whether you're an athletic trainer, whether you are an athletic director, anyone that works with any groups of people, a coach, then you need to know these things. So in this course being kind of an introductory course to athletic training of sorts, then definitely as an athletic trainer, something that you would be very, very knowledgeable about. The next chapter, which would be chapter 7, is dealing with protective equipment. So, protective equipment is very important as well. So, face mask, helmets, any type of padding, all those things are important with regard to, playing a particular sport. So, so as you go through the modules this week, keep in mind, safety first, and think about your constituency. being athletes, coaches, etc., and what types of environmental conditions um, they can work in, as well as what type of protective equipment they need to do their job. Next week will be the midterm. Again, it will be comprehensive, and it will be comprehensive and consisting of everything from the beginning of the semester up until this point. So make sure you govern yourselves accordingly in terms of studying, and we will go from there. Thank you all for the well wishes. My family still dealing with flooding, and while I am back in Atlanta right now, we'll be out again later on in the week, dealing with the flooding that happened, at my home on St. Simon's Island, um, as well as a death in the family. So thank you all for your prayers and well wishes. I appreciate you. Have a great week. God damn.